What's the most infuriating thing a teacher has ever told your child? When my son Arjun came home and threw his lunchbox in the trash, I knew something was wrong. But I also knew that if I asked him directly, he would just go to his room and lock the door. When I checked on him before bed, he wasn't there. I found him in the shower at midnight. The water had long gone cold. His skin was red and raw from scrubbing. "Dad, I need to tell you something," he said through chattering teeth. He told me what happened in science class. Mrs. Squelch had walked past his desk and stopped. In front of everyone, she announced, "This is why we need proper ventilation in classrooms." Then she looked directly at him and said, "Some people's cultures don't emphasize hygiene the way Americans do." The whole class laughed. His best friend Marcus moved his desk away from him. I looked at my 12-year-old son expecting to see tears. Instead, I saw rage. "I'm never going to smell again," he said. Never. At first, I thought he just meant using more deodorant. Boys his age need those reminders anyway. But within a week, our water bill had tripled. He was showering before school, after school, and between every class. The school called because he kept arriving late. "The other kids hold their noses when I walk by," he told me, showing me a bottle of cologne he'd stolen from the mall. "This will fix it." He sprayed so much that his teacher sent him home for triggering her asthma. I tried limiting his shower time, but he started using the garden hose. I found him at 3 a.m. scrubbing his skin with bleach and a kitchen sponge. "It's working," he said as I wrestled the bottle away. "I can feel it cleaning me." His backpack became a pharmacy of products: hand sanitizer, cologne, body spray, scented lotion, and rubbing alcohol. He'd apply them all every hour. His skin cracked and bled, but he kept going. "Did you know Indians have different sweat glands?" he asked one night. I read it online. "We're genetically smellier." The breaking point came when I found him drinking Febreze. He said he'd seen a video about cleaning yourself from the inside out. At the hospital, they pumped his stomach while he cried about the smell of the medical equipment. That's when I did something I'd promised never to do. I told him about his mother, how she'd work as a night janitor at an office building, how she'd come home exhausted, her uniform reeking of industrial cleaners. "I smell like work," she'd say sadly. She'd gotten sick slowly at first. Headaches became nosebleeds, became something worse. The doctors said it was chemical exposure, years of breathing in those fumes without proper protection. Her last month was spent in the hospital begging me to open windows. "I can still smell it," she'd whisper. "I'm so sorry I smell." Arjun had been only 4 when she died. He didn't remember her final days. I'd kept that from him on purpose. Now I watched my son heading down the same path, poisoning himself with chemicals just like she had. Dr. Patel diagnosed severe OCD with contamination fears. She prescribed therapy and medication. For a few weeks, things seemed better. Arjun was down to 3 showers a day. He even ate lunch with Marcus again. Then parent-teacher conferences happened. I couldn't attend, but Mrs. Squelch left a voicemail. "I hope Arjun is addressing his hygiene issues," she said. "It's important for all students to maintain American standards of cleanliness." I found Arjun passed out on the bathroom floor, empty bottles of Pine Sol and Lysol beside him. His journal was open to a page that said, "If I drink enough, I'll be clean forever like Mom." The ICU doctor was blunt. "His esophagus is burned. His stomach lining is destroyed. We're doing what we can." They kept him sedated to manage the pain. When he briefly woke, he whispered, "Do I smell better now?" Mrs. Squelch came to the hospital. She brought a fruit basket and a card signed by the class. "I had no idea he was so sensitive," she said. "I was just trying to teach cultural awareness." She left quickly when I stood up. The other parents whispered in the hallway, "Such a tragedy. Mental health is so important." No one mentioned the months of bullying. No one apologized for their kids calling him curry boy or stinky. Arjun's organs started shutting down one by one. The chemicals had done too much damage. He woke up one last time and asked, "Dad, am I clean enough now? Will they like me?" He died at 4:22 a.m. Official cause was multiple organ failure due to ingestion of household chemicals. He was 12 years old. He weighed 67 pounds. I didn't speak at the funeral, not because I wasn't shattered, but because I had every email Mrs. Squelch had sent about cultural differences and classroom comfort. Full story on my channel, link below.